checking back in with you all, RDDC families. Welcome back to the Real Double Dose channel. This is your host, Lex, coming to you straight from the heart, where the talk is real and the vibe is live. For any show request, feedback, or anything under the sun, give us a shout out. Holler at us at Real Double Dose channel at yandex.com. That's yandex.com, and as well as Real Double Dose channel.blogspot.com. Check out the insights, the pages, and so much more. The links in the description at the bottom of the About Me section of the blogspot. And then you can also find our links on TuneIn, Stitcher Radio, Spreaker.com, Spotify, as well as iHeartRadio, iTunes, SoundCloud, and our links for any disclaimers, music rights, and so much more, and our book links as well, and some of our sponsors that are featured there also. Don't forget and sign up for the hashtag free travel giveaways and so much more for the companies we're teaming up with, and just basically splurging on yourself, and as well as our spirit and mind elevation courses and channel that's rolling out very, very soon, that you'll be able to see what's going on at YouTube and be more interactive with us. Check out our Instagram. Let's just say that for right now, at Real Double Dose channel handle, and RDDC Lex Team at Facebook.com. I'm sorry if that was too fast for you, but that's why we have a forward and rewind. So I wanted to just bring this taste to you. We had Kyle, Mr. Kyle over here. Yes, and we have another wonderful person from beautiful Colorado. He had I told him I was going to put this out there because it needed to be said to the whole family. Even though we have the, yandex.com and emails are private and with exclusive permissions, we, go ahead and say, hey, couldn't we present this? Not with all of them, but certain ones that are kind of out there. So this is hashtag inner circles. Now, I want to put this out here because we all have inner circles, okay? Lord knows we do. We have each and every single friend. Not all of our friends are the same. Some of us have a lot of unique things that get along with each other, but we're not the same, and that's why you have different friends. If you can find everything you needed to in one friend, you would just keep that one friend. And sometimes that one friend is everything you need, but they can't just be spaced out with you, from vice versa. So, once again, I just want to say that inner circles. Now, Kyle's question was basically to Anthony in this case, but we feedback on each other and see what's going on with that. And it was, my inner circles are holding us back. So let me get this out here. Let me look at it. Okay, dear Lex and RDDC team, my inner circles seem to be holding me back. I have one for every single problem, it seems, but I don't have one for a solution. And the ones that are the solution seem to always end up the problem, or so I think. Which inner circle should I be around, or should I just completely stay to myself? Okay, well, that's wonderful, Kyle. Nice name. Had a couple friends named Kyle. Still got some friends named Kyle. So I want to say, thank you for letting us use this, like I said, and thank you for letting us know. And here's the thing. We're going to say you have to have some circles. Circles are a part of the social status, and you don't have to have them, I say, but it's more healthier to kind of know how to interact with people, especially if you're going to be out there maneuvering with different ideas or inventions or whatever it is. If you're dealing with any kind of customer exchange or working in a public place, still, even if you're working at a desk or more of a closed-off area, it's still good to know how to talk to someone or not necessarily be a popular kid, but be able, you might stop them from a situation, anything, if you learn the gift of gab, at least to a certain level. It's good to be an introvert and, extroverts, but introverts, it's good to kind of step out that shell sometimes if you are. But if your circles are causing you havoc, you have to look at the reason why. And look at yourself too. It's not just them. Birds of a feather do flock together. And when you lie down with dogs, you catch fleas. The same like old, wives' tale, Tomans, or dad's tales, whatever they call them. Omens, I don't know. But I know that one of the greats were saying, look at the 5 people that you hang around the most, and it'll let you know your future. And that's kind of, it doesn't have to be, but at the same time, eventually it'll lead to that. There's a good 90% chance that it is. 10% is, faith, hope, and prayer, and hoping that it doesn't happen again. But if you're hanging around, I'm helping a lot of friends and a lot of people through the different journeys in life, and I have a lot of clients and a lot of students that I have dealt with, are dealing with drug addiction, have dealt with drug addiction, different ones. So I'm using all these examples: alcohol addiction, even family members. So it's not to put anyone out there or downplay anyone. Lord knows I've had my ups and downs, okay? But I'm saying if you're into getting high all the time off of whatever substance, okay, hopefully you get that together. But I'm saying if you're used to that, for example purposes, disclaimers are always out there. You can check that out at realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com in the links as well. But you should be careful. You should think, obviously you're probably not thinking this clearly, but if you're trying to stop from doing that, you don't hang around 5 other people that get high all the time who have no plans of stopping it. Right now, 4 of them say, well, we're going to try to stop it, but yeah, you guys are still getting high. It's like I tell certain significant other people, the sick can't heal the sick, and the blind can't lead the blind. You can help each other kind of maneuver around, but eventually one of you are going to stumble and fall. One of you are going to be sicker than the other, and the other one's going to be to the point where they can't roll over and help you. If you're hanging around kleptos who like to go in every store and steal something, and you're trying to stay away from that, and you're trying to elevate yourself above that, you're going to wind up getting caught with them in a situation, or you're going to wind up getting to that kleptomania. If you're trying to hang around people who only want to stay at a certain level in life and only want to work a certain amount of hours and make a certain amount of pay, and they see themselves as okay where they're at, which is fine, and you're trying to reach the couple $1 million status, or the $1 million status, or a couple $1,000 a month status, you're going to be kept around those same people who only have that mindset to where they're leveling themselves out on purpose. So you have to hang around people who've overdone that, even by $50,000 or $5,000 or $500. They're still trying to reach for more. If you work at an ice cream parlor and they only want to serve vanilla ice cream, which I love vanilla ice cream, one of my favorites, strawberry, just as well. Just had to throw that out there. No shade. So just want to put that out there. Everything's strawberry. But you hang around someone. I remember a gentleman was saying that if a person only serves a certain kind of thing, yeah, they could go off it for a while. That could be their motto. But there's always going to be someone that beats them out the park. That doesn't mean that place is going to close down or just stop working. But at the same time, that place is going to be, okay, well, you only serve vanilla ice cream. It's great, good ice cream. I like the simpleness of it. But if I go here, I can have vanilla ice cream, and I can try chocolate, strawberry, pineapple, and mint too. It's just the whole point. Like, your inner circles is good to have. I remember, like Les Brown says, and said, he has friends that go play golf. There's some friends that he just sits and have a beer with, I guess. I don't know, wine, I don't know, maybe not anymore. But back then when I heard it, there's some friends that you have just to laugh with and go out to eat with. Some friends for the movies, whatever it might be, but make sure it's in a positive atmosphere in the state. You don't have to be rude to them and say, oh, look, I'm better than you and I'm going on to better things. I don't want to be around you. Okay, Kyle, that's not what we're saying. And family is not what we're implying as well. We're meaning if there is something negative, step out of it. Step away from it. Let them know clearly, hey, I like you guys a lot, or I love you a lot. We're awesome. We could text each other. We still could talk. But as far as like physically being around each other and going out and doing this, I'm trying to stay away from that. I encourage you to come with me on my journey to see if it's something you want to add to your journey. But that's something I can't do personally because I have different goals that I have in mind. You don't have to tell them those goals. You don't have to make them feel bad about what they're doing. But let them know, hey, that's not what I'm really into right now. I just want to take a step back. I got some things going on. Let them down softly to a certain point. We don't want envy or jealousy at all because we already see where that's taking the world. Okay. But I'm saying, like, that's what it is. And your inner circle, let's break that down. That's just your circles. Your inner circle, you have to keep those who mean well, who love you well, and who understand. Now, not everything's going to be fair between siblings or fair between friends, but there's always that one person. Either yourself, the creator, definitely, that's number one. Either yourself or your parents, or someone, a mentor at school, or a mentor at church, mentor at a group, somewhere. Even a friend that studies the same thing, or a person you don't know if you can become friends with that studies the same thing or is into the same thing, or a Facebook group or something like that that's pursuing the same thing, whether it be crocheting or beading or automotive or tech development, whatever it might be. There's someone in that niche or someone near that field that's into the same thing. You could associate with that. Your inner circle should be very closely watched because that's what really has the effect upon what you choose to do with the next steps of your life. So be careful who you let in your inner circle. Don't just call and let everyone be your inner circle to where they have so much of an influence that literally you're guiding your life by whatever group you're with per week. There's nothing wrong with having a movie group. There's nothing wrong with having have a beer group. There's nothing wrong with having that, but make sure their intentions are okay and not jeopardizing their own lifestyle, because who you are around does affect your future. It's the same thing. Now, it doesn't mean it's an outcome. We have a lot of people that have poverty who are very successful now, not just by money signs. We have a lot of people who grew up in abuse and all kinds of stuff. I mean, even the journey I've been through, success does not have a fairy tale story. For success is really what you make it. But at the same time, as you've noticed, those individuals who are making it, who have made it, and who are on their way to becoming more, are not hanging around the same levels they were at, no matter what kind of life they grew up in. They change their inner circle, and you have to change your inner self and your inner mind. It's not about just, oh, let me hang out with people who don't do these things, but your mind is still stuck on those things. You see what I mean, Kyle? So even though it's the same thing as a person saying, well, I don't want to go over here and be around people who, I want to be a vegetarian, for example. Half my family is. But I'm saying, like, my whole bloodline, actually, but I'm saying, like, I want to be a vegetarian. I'm not going to hang around meat eaters. There's nothing wrong with hanging around someone who has a steak. But if it's tempting you or making you feel a certain type of way, you got to step out of it. Your inner circle is those who you value and value you, who love you and who have a love invested within you, who are there to encourage you and to be supportive in their own way, whether for their own journey, to help you go through it with them, or in order to help, evaluate and uplift your journey, or whatever it might be. Those people, you feel the energy, you feel that vibration. And it's not all about you in that inner circle, but it's who you let in that inner circle to influence and uplift each other. So I implore you to please just thank you for that, because it's very vital that people know who's in their inner circle. You have circles, you need to weed that out and let the right ones in, literally. And don't make everyone feel hurt, or even encourage them to say, hey, let's do something else if you can. Don't put too much energy into it, because they have to also put their energy into it too. Persuasion is only met by those who desire such things to happen. Okay, so at the end of the day, you have to remember that. And your inner circle should be at least 5 to 6, even 3 to 4, even 2 to 3 people that you aspire to be around more, like, or be having an influence of, or those who really genuinely care back just the same as you care about them back, and who have ambitions, or at least a clarity of positive perspective that are going to help you shine and resonate more. So hashtag inner circle. Who's in your inner circle, inner self, inner mind, inner thoughts, and inner playing field? And be careful and weed those out who are in any circle that you have, and make sure those who are in your inner circle have a reflection that's good and ambient enough to where if you reflect back, you'll shine just as bright as they are. So thank you for that, Kyle. We love you. We'll be seeing Colorado very soon by the blessings of the Creator. So, as we always say, be the change, feel the passion, embrace the power of the Spirit. This has been a wonderful, fruitful segment. It's amazingly wonderful because it's all about us as a whole and everything that we are. Just stay tuned for more, and please just be as wonderful as you are. And thank you for I want to give you appreciation for as much support as you show us, and the love and the listening ears and hearts that you give. And hopefully we can just keep all moving all the way up, and we will do that. So hashtag inner circles, be amazing, and we'll be back with you very, very soon.